doesn't have a good way of getting out of it, then you can always have the Earth Spirit roll in. You can always have the Wind Ranger come in with a shackle shot. So he's not going to be enabled to just play this Diffusal Ags kind of hard carry build because he needs to go for an early survivability item that gets him out of these silences.
Speaking of silences, the first one of the game is going to trigger in the top lane as they get the first blood on the Timbersaw. Lunfer happy to get his Abaddon off to a better start here. Iron is actually playing this Wind Ranger pure offlane in this situation. Gonna soon have, what are we building? We're going just straight power trades into the Diffusal Blade, I imagine. It's gonna make sure that the Diffusal arrives even faster. I'm okay with this, I like this.
Oh, small KK. That's rough. Oh, but Lonfo gets this, another kill in top, so I don't want to say that's a trade that you're willing to take, but, you know, for Lonfo's game specifically, you get the I can kill this person syndrome. It's like when you're playing these like tanky offlaners as well, I think a lot of people get baited into it when you're playing like a Venomancer or you're playing like a Timbersaw and you dive a tower and you're like, I'm unkillable.
Well, this Timbersaw is definitely not unkillable as he's about to end up taking another tumble. Silenced up, killed off. Chosen One showed up here looking for revenge, but he missed the first swashbuckle. Ranfudao should still end up dead though. He's being walked away slowly but surely by Chosen One and eventually does take a tumble. At the same time, they did end up losing Pugna though on the other side of the map, but they'll take it on the side of Team Dissolution. You get a Timber kill, you draw in Pugna, or there's a Pango. Unless they get this kill as well, it's not going to be worth it, but they're looking for him. He doesn't have level 6 just yet. Oh my god, 2 experience short. Give this man some experience. He gets off a young Mango. He's walking away. He's still alive somehow. Aaron bought him the space and the time that he needed with the rolling boulder. Somehow, some way here, Fluke. He survives with the skin of his teeth. Now he gets level 6. And they make sure that they can still play with this Abaddon. And maybe even Small KK gets something out of this as he was also drawn to the top lane on the Void Spirit. Unfortunately not though, as Chosen One takes advantage of the fact that Lanfred did not skill up the ultimate to kill off this Abaddon. And that's because Lanfred didn't skill the ultimate. What a rough game to be a support, man.
Yeah, especially because they're making a lot of these rotations, and this is where you can see that Team Disillusion are abusing the fact there's a lack of stuns, that they can kind of play the way they have been.
We're going to try to play a bit more aggressively down bottom with shackle shots out. They want the Pugna and they will be able to find him. However, the question is, does Small KK escape? Waveform in, coming in from the Smurfling. Doesn't have any Astral Steps, doesn't have any Dissimulates, but they don't have any stuns either, so they can't keep that chase going. Ranfudao will find himself being ran down by Chosen One. Swashbuckle will finish him off. So at least there'll be a kill over there. But overall, we are starting to see the lack of catch and how it's affecting these teams and their inability to chase down some of their bigger targets. But one of the targets that they can chase down is the Timbersaw, who really has been struggling this game. Ends up dying off. Lanford kills him. Small KK made the rotation. And here, Fluke, it's not even 10 minutes. It already has furnished them with the gold necessary to get close to finishing the Diffusal. Aaron, though, pops the smoke, rolls away. He did give Ironet a heads up, but this Wind Ranger, she stuck around here, Fluke. She's going to try and run herself away with the Wind Run, but with this Rolling Thunder, they should be able to catch up. Waveform in, a couple of right clicks, and we have a dead Wind Ranger. Aaron, though, coming in, looking for revenge, but I don't know about this one, buddy. He's going to end up just getting killed off. What the hell is happening here, Fluke?
Well, Aeronid didn't pop his 2 Healing Lotuses. I understand trying to hold it for, like, get into the Syndrome.
Yeah. Top lane, though. Timber yet again being gone on. They don't have the Abaddon here, so there's no silence. But they still do have quite a bit of damage, and they should be able to kill him off. The Decrep, though, gonna buy some space and time. He's still so low on the HP, and finally will end up taking a tumble. However, he bought enough time for Chosen One to show up and mop up Ironid. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange with the offlaners. Aaron hiding in the trees. Hasn't been caught out just yet by the Chosen One. So it probably should be able to escape away from here.
Oh, they scanned up. They thought he went up. Oh, that's rough. So, Aaron will be able to survive a little bit longer. The one thing that I've noticed early on here, I don't know if it's first game jitters or what have you, but global bottom, they're going to kill A.
They're going to be able to kill off A in the Morphling. The only thing they'll be able to get from this on the side of Team Limit is potentially Aaron's life in the top lane. They'll pick him up, but for the first global of the game, utilizing it to kill a Morphling, it literally does not get any better than that. He's very far away from having the Manta style. So fairly vulnerable at this point in time to do these kind of moves.
Yeah, and they're going in top as well. Chosen one.
CSK gonna find the Vendetta hit onto a bat, and they're gonna kill off the Lanfer yet again. Two heroes into the Impale. Unfortunately, there was no follow-up, but they just base in the Pango. He goes in with like no HP and he just dies off. Pangolier, what the hell was that, my friend? With him dying, the rest of the team has to leave. And what looked to be the best assassination
over, but it's sometimes like you'll get a good grip on something and you'll be able to flip somebody over, but it just, nothing's really felt solidified right yet, and especially with the fight going top as well.
They're trying to chase down Ioned, is able to run away with the wind run right now. Swashbuckle, as to your point, ends up missing. Ioned, though, will still end up dead. He got chased down by the rest of the lineup. So they still do get him. CSK is like, let me show you how it's done, boys. You mentioned a lot of skill shots missing. To be fair, CSK has missed very few spells. This next assassin, for the most part, unimpeachable performance from him. Despite the fact that there's a lot of spells to miss. Very nice kick coming in from this Earth Spirit, but unfortunately he's going to fall very low. Pugna will die underneath the Global Silence and get popped defensively. Ranfu Dao bails his team out of trouble, enables them to clean up the two supports. And the only person that died was the Wind Ranger earlier on.
Here he can farm up, become very, very scary where everybody else still fights. And Timber doesn't have Yules yet.
And I see a small skirmish breaking out here. Nice little swashbuckle from Chosen One. Was trying to trigger out the Rolling Thunder. Aether Remnant will stop it from happening initially. Ranfu Dao going to be forced to have to commit his life for the cause here to enable the escapes from the rest of the lineup. At the same time, though, Aaron and crew do pick off CSK. So support for support. I want to actually quickly talk about this Radiance for Lanfer. What do you make of it for this game? Do you think it's the correct option here?
I think it just gives him that extra bit of farming speed. They already have one Harpoon on the Void Spirit, and they've got 4 heroes that can play relatively fast. So him falling back and becoming a scary carry, I don't mind it. I would have been okay with either build. I think this way it just gives him that little bit of extra AoE damage in a fight.
Top lane, dude, look at this. Morphling gets solo killed by Ionid. Gets caught with some low agi and just gets himself focus fired down. Like, this is not even a silence happening on top of his face. The silencer will end up dying, but who the hell cares what happens to silencer? Morphling is gone from the game. Limits just not necessarily finding the success with this hero that they thought they would just yet. Still struggling with the farm department. He's a solid 2.5k net worth behind this Abaddon, and a solid item at that point, because he has the Manta style, sure, but honestly, this Demancer is more defensive than anything else. It's primarily going to be used to get him out of Global Silence. They're going on to Lanfer. Don't know about this one, y'all. They do get the borrowed time to be forced out, and his team is fairly far away, but there's going to be the Global Silence. Small KK and Aaron jump back in to assassinate the Pugna. Now the question is, can Limit escape from this area? Rolling Thunder is required from Chosen One to make sure that he gets out. Unfortunately, though, Pugna doesn't have such mobility spells, so he gets left behind and killed off by Small KK.
The one thing, circling back to the Radiance, that is like the one glaring issue I've got with it for Lanfer, but you can just see the differences in how this game is going, right? All offensive items that are being built for Team Disillusion, all defensive items for Limit, and that's where it really puts them in a good spot with this Radiance to sit back and farm.
Ranfu Dao gets himself picked off again. But in the grand scheme of things, not the biggest deal in the world. The bigger deal, though, is if they can get Chosen One and they do end up picking him up. That is a huge problem. Aaron misses the roll, but they should still have the damage to kill off CSK. Double kill for Aenid. Even Lanfer showed up to lend some Radiance burn to that fight. 3 heroes gone. Killing off core heroes for fun, all by his lonesome. In the top lane, they might need him, though, as they are pinging out onto Abaddon. They have the borrowed time coming out. There's going to be the Global Silence. He doesn't have enough mana to TP out, though, here, Fluke, so he could still end up dead. CSK will find him with the Impale onto the Vendetta hit, and Lanfer will indeed end up taking a tumble. For the want of a paltry 75 mana, and Abaddon ends up dead, forcing out the Global Silence in the process. Aaron might also be caught out here. Why is both teams chain feeding? What's going on? One person dies, the other heroes follow?
Yeah, I honestly thought that with the global silence and Lonfer popping the borrowed time, that we would have had more rotations. I thought Aaron might have put a little bit of extra haste in his step, but none of the cores moved. Small KK was farming mid and ANIB was bottom. But they may get a consolation prize here on the Chosen One. They do. Can they get out?
Who's going to be involved in that? We'll see here. ANIB doesn't have Windrun anymore, so he's going to get right-click down. He did throw out the Eternal Chains on the Gleipnir and a decent enough shackle shot on the Disillusion, but it's not ultimately good enough. Ranfu Dao trying to escape, won't be allowed to do so. The Adapter Stripe stops him, CSK impales him up, but here comes Small KK, potentially looking for some revenge. He jumped directly onto the Morphling. Does he have enough damage to do this? And indeed he does. He makes it happen. A is gone. Yules into the air, onto the next assassin. CSK should end up dead here. And Small KK gets himself a double kill on the Void Spirit. Aaron rolling forward, reaching for somebody else in the middle of this fight. Glimmer Cape will be popped. I don't think this partner escapes here. He's trying his best with the TP attempt. Small KK says, no, I want that triple kill, baby. And you're gonna give it to me. As he brings down 3 on the Void Spirit, making this fight a lot better than it would have been for the side of
items on all of their cores. They've got their offensive items, and they know they deal enough damage to be able to deal with these heroes. Because, like, look, Timber got half HP'd in the mid lane. He's a Timbersaw, by the way.
Yeah, Timber really just has been having a rough game all throughout this. We'll get a little bit of gold potentially on the Pugna as he goes in for the fight. They kill off Aaron. Pugna will also end up dead though. Ranfu Dao won't be able to escape as he also will end up taking a tumble. Both supports on the side of Disillusion making a very big adventure on the map, and unfortunately they get into a little spot of bother. This is a chapter where you come across demons. Get sent back to the fountain. Definitely not worth it. And the thing for me, you know, you were mentioning earlier that it feels like Disillusion is not necessarily playing cohesively. The communication is not 100% crisp. It's buying so much time for this Morphling. Morph, definitely a hero that is much slower than he used to be. Gets off to the races slower. Small KK, as he just quickly kills off our Timbersaw. Bye-bye again, my friend. But all these little pickoffs, it's buying time. Morphling, yes, he's not that much net worth right now, but eventually he'll get there. Let's see if he can kill off Ironhead. Doesn't seem like it just yet. Now he actually has to be the one to run away. Ironhead is already committed.
Almost died like 5 or 6 times in the last like 10 minutes. He's in a bad, and so he's generally okay, but they're just not grouping up as this big ball, and I think they can really kind of close the game out if they just go as 5. Now Aaron's caught again.
Yeah, Aaron will be hit with the Rolling Thunder. Does manage to Rolling Boulder away. Ranfu Dao definitely not going to be as lucky. Even Aaron might still get caught out here. Chosen, looking for the swashbuckle, will end up missing, but the Yule Scepter from CSK gonna be good. It interrupts the Rolling Boulder and sets up for the Impale. So that's one death. Lanfer back into the fight right now. He doesn't have borrowed time though. Lanfer?
Oh, no.
Lanfer? Lanfer? Oh my god, he gets Pugna life drained to death. Fluke, what's going on? Disillusion are falling apart right now.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of 12,000 gold ahead.
Yeah. Global Silence will be popped here in the bottom lane. Ironhead gets a very nice shackle shot, which interrupts the Timber Chain. Otherwise, he probably would have died. Aaron trying to bring down this Pugna. Has a Spirit Vessel out on top of him with some damage coming in from the Magnetize. Chases him with the Rolling Boulder, and they should be able to kill him off. Question is, what more can they grab for themselves? Timbersaw not going to be able to escape, it doesn't seem like. A couple of right clicks with the Spirit Vessel out. Do they have the damage? They do. It'll grant a double to the Earth Spirit. Now with no Timber, Nyx Assassin is looking like a very juicy target for a potential triple kill. And as he goes back in, Aaron will accomplish it for himself. Gets a young triple. Big magic happening on the bottom side of this map for this Earth Spirit away from him. Ended up going for the assassination attempt instead. Still just farming away on this Void Spirit. Looking for a Lincoln Sphere next. Gets stalled up by CSK, but nobody's nearby to help him. On the other side of the map, Aaron, though, might have help for this Pugna, and indeed he will. Ironhead and crew are here. That's a kill. Ranfu Dao getting quite a lot of hits on top of that. And Lanfer does it. Oh my god. Okay, he does have Blink. He almost had his Blink disabled by the Morphling, but he was able to juke him out. And funnily enough for him, the Radius came in clutch. Made sure that one of the attacks from the Morphling missed, so the Blink came back and he was able to escape.
Yeah, just in time. And Small KK can't be up on the bottom side of this map, gets another kill. I can see a future if we ever do get a team fight in this game, that it could be definitely going the way of Limit. If they play well.
Year of optimism. We're not getting any team fights. This game, never again, man. We've seen every team fight this game, what they're ever going to have to offer. We might have pickoffs, though, as Ionid will find himself getting ran into. His team did find a quick kill onto the Pugner, and they forced Ranfu down to pop the global. He even uses BKB to ensure he doesn't die here. Now he blinks back towards the next assassin. Found the Eternal Chains with the Shackle Shot as well. CSK will use into the air, but with Aaron being nearby, they should be able to mop him up regardless, as both supports have been removed from play. What? Aaron, dude, relax. What a roll. Catches Morphling, but Morphling as well, much higher agi than he had any.
Now, slowly but surely, the rest of Team Disillusion should be able to close out the rest of this game, because Limit, they haven't been able to have a team fight or even a way of coming back into this game. And Team Disillusion are finally gone, okay, guys, it's been 40 minutes. Maybe we should finish game one.
Possibly.
Possible.
Well, A will delay it a little bit longer as they kill off Ranfu down. Lanfer, though, looking for CSK. Actually already forced a borrow time. A lot of damage coming from the Morphling, but he has to watch himself in this fight. Still trying to throw in these right clicks as the rest of his crew is getting taken down by Aaron. But look at this, Lanfer will end up dead to this Morphling. Ionid, he's right next to the Morphling. Beautiful Shackle Shot, allowing Aaron to jump in, get off the next degree of stun. And they finish off this Morphling. A double kill for the Void Spirit. He's up to 21-7 right now. They forced a buyback out of the Morphling, knowing that they're going to have to defend this high ground. And I think Team Disillusion, not much is dissuading them from going up the hill here, but they're going to play this as carefully as possible. Maybe even waiting for the next Roshan. I say that, nah. They were just waiting for Small KK. They want him to finish his Divine Rapier. Wait for Morphling. Oh no, Morphling! That's not the way for, my friend. You just got back. All right, that's it. GG, well played. Yeah. It's over. It's done. Small KK wants a couple of more kills on the way out, though. Chosen One trying to delay things with the Rolling Thunder. It's not really going to matter all that much, though, as they jump back in. Ionid looking towards the Timber Saw. They're going right on top of him. He uses into the air. It's not really going to matter, though, as once he comes down, his life is forfeit. They take him out. He does have buyback, though, if they want to trigger it. Small KK, in the meantime, just going to finish off the Chosen One, who does not have buyback of his own. And with two big cores without buyback, 2 lanes of racks completely being decimated, and a base in shambles, I think it's time to look towards game 2 here, Fluke. Team Disillusion, I think, have probably done it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did it about 20 minutes ago, but now they're officially going to be able to do it. And Small KK, what a good performance from him on the Void Spirit. When you get these OP heroes in the patch, I really look towards the good players to be able to make it look OP, right? Like, you can play Void Spirit and it can look good, and you can be, okay, yeah, this hero looks pretty good, right?
Shouldn't end up dead here. Will eat quite a lot of damage, but should ultimately be okay.
Yeah, that's the thing with techies. You always just get a whole lot of these stats. He's tanky, does a lot of damage, and it's very hard to trade with him.
Might not be the first blood anyway, though. Aaron went back too soon. He wasn't prepared, didn't regen up completely. So we'll end up dead. First blood getting drawn in by our Venge. Okay, nice little start for themselves there.
Yeah, and this is why I like this Venture, right? Simple, super easy to play. Magic Missile, throw some auto attacks, game done.
Other side of the map, they're also getting some more success as they end up bringing down Ranfu Dao. Leng Yao being the one to get that kill. Very dead. And speaking of this bottom lane, I also want to see what Lanfer is going to end up building here. On this Void Spirit, are we going for the straight off Harpoon? Are we going Battle Fury? I hope he goes Battle Fury, though. Honestly, such a fun build as Ranfu Dao getting gone on. Does fall really, really low, but instead tries to turn out to CSK. He will end up dead, but so will CXK. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange. However, Limits do have a bit of an advantage in the experience department.
Yeah, getting themselves an extra couple of kills always feels nice. But Lanfer surviving is nice for the Void Spirit, right? Getting a lot more levels in the Resonant Pulse, or even a few more extras in the 8th Remnant is always nice. And he is at least queued up, the Battle Fury. And again, Aaron just gets the kill. This is what I talked about.
Yeah, there's just so much harass and pressure atop Luna. She's going to need a lot of help.
Damage to kill these squishier kind of heroes. And if there's ever going to be a rotation from, maybe Lanfer or Ranfu Dao makes their way towards the top lane, then A has to be very careful about where they stay.
Down bottom, run foot out. Think he's going to end up dead right now. Soul Assumption, couple of right clicks. They should be able to clean him up quite easily. Lang Miao not going to be punished for this either. So it gets to be involved in his third kill of the game already on this Visage. And although the CS numbers might not look spectacular, we'll still be able to generate a decent amount of net worth because of all these successful fights.
Yeah. A lot of the skirmishes early on are going to alleviate the pressure from the last hits, and Eren is going to go down as well.
Will they be able to get revenge, though, onto the Vengeful Spirit? Doesn't seem so. She just skirts herself away. Luna continues to farm. It's a pretty big deal that they're able to get these kills onto Eren, making so much space for this Luna, and denying that pressure that you were mentioning can come from an LC with the techies to back him up.
Yeah, if they're not snowballing super hard and getting like an early duel, then this lane can be quite even, especially with the rotation from Silencer. Speaking of, CSK goes down.
Will get brought down. And unfortunately for him, the Arcane Curse only level 1, so they won't be able to get a posthumous kill down bottom. At the same time, in the top lane, Eren, with some magic damage with these sticky bombs, they find the kill onto the Luna. That
go for a Blade Mail, and I feel like this is a beautiful Ags game as well, where he just kind of walks in and soaks all the damage and forces all the attention. It just means his Void Spirit can go ham.
Once he gets himself into these positions, it's so good. Run foot out. Should be dead in the top lane. CXK right there. Doesn't have a point just yet into Glaives of Wisdom, so we don't get any stolen Agi. They're chasing after Eren, but they won't be able to get him all the way down, although the stuns do come out, and they actually do find him. Eren now jumping out the blast off, finding the stuns, but there's just no follow-up damage. All three heroes will end up dead in the top side of the map. What a time to be alive.
They definitely want to try and take this tier 1. So, I'm not sure if they're actually going to be able to get it. Like, Ramfu Dao is going to get to a point where he can start to spam out these little Plague Wards. Eren, be careful.
First swap of the game. Back onto Eren. They really want the damage. Techie is going to fall low and die. At the same time, though, the Vengeful Spirit will not suffer anything better. So she'll end up taking a tumble, which yet again is going to dissuade Limit from putting more.
Yeah, he didn't have his Healing Lotus in his inventory. So he didn't have that extra bit of healing to survive that. If he did, he would have lived from the Arcane Curse.
Small KK will be alive for now. Eren got a very nice blast off under 2. Dropped quite a lot of bombs in the river. First duel of the game goes out onto Chosen One and kills him off. We see Vengeful Spirit literally on 1 HP. Will finally tick off to Ranfu Dao. Oh my god, she survived for way too long there. CXK will at the very least find some revenge with the Arcane Curse. Long range kill onto the techies. Nonetheless, though, it's
Aeonid just kind of run around and kill people.
Yeah.
Small KK, he's in trouble though.
Global Silence gets popped here, and but they don't have the damage. They don't have the Eclipse. Without Eclipse, I don't think they have the damage, even with this Phylactery Vengeful Spirit. So he's out. Small KK is Gucci. He's alive, no problem. At the same time, Ranfu Dao does end up dying, but did get off the Noxious Plague just before going down. However, it doesn't seem like there's any follow-up coming in from Team Disillusion. So they'll just let his life go. And finally, Limit managed to push down this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. But there's the Blink duel coming out onto Chosen One. Chakram right on top of his face as well. Chosen One will get away with the Wind Run. Eclipse gets popped by this Luna as she runs down and kills off the Timber Soul, as well as this Legion Commander. Eren now on the run, trying to escape. Won't be allowed to do so. 3 heroes dead, a tier 1 tower fallen. Limit just popped the hell off all of a sudden. It took them way too long to kill.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to walk in as this 5-man ball, and what a Team Disillusion's supposed to do. Void Spirit's not ready to fight just yet. He's going to have a Deso, but maybe they just go in with Small KK.
Small KK has a full Crimson Guard right now. They brought in the Void Spirit. He immediately gets globaled, immediately gets killed. Down for the count without buyback. Small KK also suffering quite a lot of magic damage here. He needs to get out. Ends up getting a tumble. As he dies, Eren also loses his life after the blast off. 3 heroes have been taken out. Chosen One does live. But Limit. Look at him go.
For his initiation, because Small KK is supposed to be the guy that's going to walk in and take a magic missile for you. He's going to take the swap. Maybe he's going to force out a Global Silence at a bad spot, but he's in trouble now too.
Yeah, it's a bit too far outside the base. Aaron jumps in to bail him out of trouble. Went onto the Luna, almost killed her off.
Okay.
And will indeed rinse away the Aegis. They do lose the techies. Does have buyback, however. Chakram thrown in. There's a duel going out onto the Vengeful Spirit. They will be able to find that kill. A pops the BKB Eclipse. Going forward into the engagement. They do manage to get back, though, with most of their heroes. So team...
Without for his Lotus Orb just yet. Maybe they can catch Limit in transition, but once his 5-man ball starts to come together once again, it will be hard. It will be hard for them to try and get some of these pickoffs.
They're pushing through mid. Okay. Shushang goes randomly onto the high ground, gets picked off, does still have his illusion with the Aghanim Scepter, but they also pop BKB. They find the silencer with the duel at the back end of the fight, and they are able to win it out. Luna, though, standing her ground with the BKB Eclipse going, trying to lay out the damage, but they haven't killed that many targets. It's only Aaron that's taken a fall so far. Lanfa jumping off the Chosen One, will kill him, but went way too far to do it. So he ends up dead in the process. Small KK gets swapped back by Shushang's illusion, and that will ensure that he gets almost brought down by this.
That 21 charges, and maybe with that astral set they go through, they kill the Venge once again, and then maybe they set their attention onto A.
Well, they have their attention onto A right now as they pop the smoke. Chosen One is not here, but they have the duel. They found him. Shushang does have the swap if necessary. They also pop the global silence. Aaron is going to be the first one to die for this. Iron about to follow as A able to pop the BKB Eclipse, turning around with the damage that they need. Still has Satanic as well. So they kill off all of the heroes chasing. Ranfu Dao is going to be dead as well. 4 heroes down, a triple kill for A. They don't even lose the Aegis life, but that's the point, Fluke. He still has Aegis. Why did they make that jump?
Yeah, that's not the dual target. If she has Butterfly, she has BKB, they have swap available, they have global silence. You can't dual Luna at this point. The one fight that they basically won was the fight that they didn't duel her. So they need to be thinking about that moving forward.
Small KK needs to be careful about dying. He doesn't have buyback. If he does, trying to go down and bring down Shushang, will be able to do so, but definitely dead in the process. 70 seconds, no timber. They did buyback on Ranfu Dao as well. But he doesn't have access to the Noxious Plague for quite some time. Echo Shell protects him from the Vengeful Swap, but can do nothing to protect the towers and can do nothing to protect against this jump in from Chosen One. Goes into the Ghost Scepter, but gets finished off by the Magic Missile. Ultimately, though, Team Disillusion will throw in the towel. GG, well played. Limit get themselves on the board with this Visage Luna draft. Playing very high tempo.
Not losing out on anybody's life just yet, but the CS is starting to go the way here of TD, and that's kind of the tale of what we've seen from all 3 of the games so far. I think TD are just slightly more mechanically skilled in their lanes, but it's about the team play for me now.
We'll see if this is going to also apply top. Aaron will be able to escape. Ranfu down in the meantime. Ends up getting the first blood off of the life of CXK. Beautifully done.
That will be, kind of the case. Team Spirit just start getting on the come up because Collapse is playing Magnus every game.
When I met him in Lima, it was his birthday the one day, right? So I met him in the elevator. I was like, oh, happy birthday, all this. He's carrying his cake, his boys are with him. And I was like, all right, bro, what do you want? As we see Chosen One getting taken down middle, they definitely didn't want that. As he dies, bottom, Leng Miao is dead too. Oh no, caught in the rock and a hard place. CXK was going mid to potentially help the Ember. Doesn't get there in time, and then because he's not bottom dies. Limit Gaming somewhat struggling right now to deal with the praise that TD is putting on the map.
Yeah, TD are doing a really good job at using the Spirit Breaker, and so I'm surprised we haven't really seen much SB in this series. I think it was maybe banned game 1. Oh, what an echo bottom.
What an echo slam bottom from Small KK. What a reveal. Oh. Get it perfectly right around the Beastmaster army into the Clockwork. At the same time, they throw out the vacuum wall in the top lane, knowing that she doesn't have reinforcements. And Aaron able to get the kill on Vanguard. Open up some space for us. But TD are aware of this as well, and they've just picked up a Blink Dagger for Small KK. I believe we should probably see them try to reveal at bottom and defend the tower at the same time.
Yeah, he's just waiting on it now. He's going to clean up this creep camp. Okay,
they just run underneath the tier 1 tower. They cogs, they roar. Now Leng Miao is being charged. He's actually gonna die here. Oh no, it's all going south, Fluke. He is definitely not going to escape this. Aaron has Nether Strike. Small KK has a Blink Dagger. And Beastmaster has a quick trip to the fountain. CXK also walked up a little bit here. He should definitely end up dead. Concussive shots to slow him down. He's being walked into. At the same time, Lanfa is also falling low. Chosen One! Chosen One! No! Chosen One left. Lanfa was at 30 health. The Chosen One didn't believe. He pieced out. Silencer dies. Small KK now comes back to find Shusheng. And there's no way that this Clockwork should be able to survive this. Some nice jukes though behind the tower. Getting charged into. It hits him eventually. He's still alive. Small KK blinks with the Echo Slam. One of the pulses actually kills off the Clockwork. But Ling now, he's still alive. Chosen One. He comes back into the fray right now. Finds some Searing Chains onto the Earthshaker. And they eventually kill off Small KK. But not after he's just run havoc over the side of
game number 1, right, where they're getting a lot of kills off Small KK, having some individual brilliances. They're doing a lot of work and just enabling Lonfer to sit back and do his own thing. Chosen One missing that kill bottom is actually massive, right? Like, if he gets a kill there on a Lonfer, he's able to move towards his first item. It's probably going to be the Maelstrom, but now a Small KK comes back in once again. Without the Echo Slam, doesn't matter. Takes out CSK, and yeah, this game is really snowballing hard, and they are putting the pedal to the metal like they need to against Adusa.
Yep. They find them kill the Clockwork now with this dual Ion Shell. Clockwork, if you're next to Medusa, you're in an excellent place.
And the Skyreth Mage ulti on top of that. It's going to be hard to deal with, but at least our limit, they're going to try and push in this T1 tower. They want to try and fight with Aenid.
Aenid is here with the vac wall. A does trigger the Stone Gaze. All right, they need to leave. They need to get the hell out of here. Wrong way, wrong way. Leng Niao, boys, wrong way. Leave him. Shusheng will end up dead. Leng Niao gets the memo to retreat, but it might be too late. They get a little glimpse of vision on top of him, but they don't have enough to get a charge. They don't find a CXK either. CXK, though, chased by Ranfu Dao. There's the vision they needed. Charge. Not even needed. A Small KK has the blink and the right-click damage necessary as they find yet another kill. They smoke up here, Fluke. They're not done just yet. They know Medusa's farming somewhere. If they find her, this could be huge. She doesn't have Stone Gaze. She is in trouble. Silence up. There's going to be the Echo Slam. Mystic Flare out. Charge in. Killed off. Small KK finally showing us what he can do with this Earthshaker.
Yeah, and
Chosen. They should be able to kill him off. Oh, okay. Nice little dodge and juke with the safety remnant on the left-hand side. It enables him to escape. But the one thing that we have not seen in this game is them all just sitting back farming cavalierly. They're playing Dota. Down bottom, Dota is still being played onto Aaron's life. It gets taken away. This might buy an opportunity for Limit Gaming to finally win a fight as the Primal Roll thrown out onto Ironhead as well. He's inside some cogs, but yes, like you say, it's quite tanky. Still has Guardian Greaves to pop as well. And they buy back on the Spirit Breaker, charging directly onto Shusheng. They should be able to kill off the Clockwork. At the same time, Beastmaster doing his best to just try and run away from all these constant slows, but with Mystic Flare and another vacuum, they have what it takes, and they kill off this Beastmaster. Chosen One, he's here as well in the fight. There is RP available. It will be triggered out, but the Stone Gaze came first, so they have to run away right now. Aaron, he dies first, and here comes A's Medusa, right-clicking through some of these heroes, and they've managed to bring down Lanfer. Ranfu Dao can't run away from Chosen One, gets caught with the Searing Chains. That sets up a double kill for the Ember Spirit. They send a tip towards Lanfer as well. Well,
they definitely could have just tried to get themselves out of dodge. Small KK might get himself a freebie here.
Yep. Looking for Shusheng. Hook shot back just to try and break Blink Dagger. He will go. He's still chasing him. Has the Aghanim Scepter, so Enchant Totem hit us up. So Blinks gets the kill. Took a little bit longer than expected though.
Pretty interesting interaction with Battery Assault and Ag's Earthshaker. It just drops him down to the ground like a rock. Pretty funny. He doesn't actually get to follow him, so they at least get themselves a trade kill back.
Ooh. He tried to kill Chosen One, and Chosen One almost died. He's getting charged into. Nether Strike, that'll kill him. You know what's really sad? He didn't have enough mana. He actually saw the Spirit Breaker charging him, but he didn't have mana for the Searing Chain, so what you got, Chosen One? Show us your paso doble. Will he survive this? He's actually debating them So they don't know exactly where the remnants are going to be at just yet. He does go. He's trying to get himself through the twin gate. There's no way this is going to work out, my friend. He is dead to rights, killed off. And that's going to be a mega kill streak for Small KK. Oh, for Small KK got a mega kill streak by killing the Beastmaster elsewhere on the map because they can fight on multiple quarters, Fluke. And they're not done with this fight. 2 heroes with the fissure. CXK forced to pop the global silence. Charges coming in towards him. Small KK, though, is taking a fair amount of damage on his Earthshaker, being done in by A. Nether Strike sends in. There's going to be the wall. Oh, no, it's your own illusions. Look at your mana going away so quickly. Stone Gaze does get popped right now. He gets tempted to at least kill Small KK. But temptation is not worth it. It always leads to disaster. And in this case, it does. 5 heroes dead across the map. TD, Resurgent. These are all very beefy targets. Unless you find the Skywrath Mage. And even then, Ranfu Dao is no joke. 1800 HP, 5 armor. Aaron now just trying to stalk through. Gets a charge through the both supports. Nether Strike, who's it gonna hit? Nobody yet. They drag back in the Silencer. They can't prevent the global though, but they still kill off the Silencer. Chosen One caught in with the Nether Strike. RP is there as well. The Ember, he's in danger and now he's dead. A goes in with the Stone Gaze. Playing very far away from this vac wall, but now the heroes get fissured up, charged into. Echo Slam comes back in. Leng Yao's gonna be the first one to fall, and A is completely surrounded, completely disarmed, and now completely killed. A godlike streak for our Earthshaker. A fleeing Clockwork says bye to the fight, bye to the team, and TD feel like they can do no wrong. They take down 4 Fluke, and it looks like they're about to take some more towers in their process.
Oh, they just call it. It seems like Limit don't want to play the rest of this series. And that's going to be a 2-1 victory for TD.